Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome all modern pupils to our new English lesson. Today we are going to continue studying Unit 12. Today we're going to study Lesson 6. It's on your workbook. So please open your workbook page 84. Yeah, and let's see the first question. What does it say? In our first question today, we want to complete this table with the right. Yeah, complete this table with the correct part of speech. Here we have some words. We want to find the verb, noun, adjective, and the adverb of each of these words. The first one is answered for us. The first one, the verb is to demand. The noun, demand. Adjective, demanding. The adverb, demandingly. Yeah. We want to find the parts of speech for the word regularly, and the word hazardous, and the word to remark, calamity, yeah, and so on. Now, I will give you some time to find these parts of speech for each word of this. Take your time and come back to see and check your answers. Yes, this is a table. I think you all are clever boys, and now you finished it. Yeah, let's see the right answer. Here is the right answer. The verb from the word regularly, it is to regulate. The noun is regulation. The adjective is regular. Yeah. The word hazardous. Eh, what is the verb? The verb it is to hazard. The noun is hazard and the verb is hazardously. Yeah. Now you can check all the rest of your answers, and now let's go to the next question with us today. After we have finished the table and the parts of speech, we want to complete these sentences with words from the table above. Yeah, A, B, and C. The first sentence is, I tried to, space, what had happened last week, but it had gone from my space. B, she found herself in space after undertaking a space activity. C, the space director space makes important decisions. Yeah, let's choose one of the words from the table above to fill in these gaps. Let's check your answers. Okay. I tried to space what had happened last week, but it had gone from my space. Yeah. I tried to remember what had happened last week, but it had gone from my memory. Yes, excellent. She found herself in space after undertaking a activity. Yeah, she found herself in a peril after undertaking a hazardous activity. The space director, space, yeah, the corporation's director regularly makes important decisions. Okay, my dear pupils, now we finished this page, and here is grammar notes about what we have studied in our last lesson. It is about the reported speech and how to change the sentence from the active voice to the passive voice or the reported speech. I think we have studied it in our last lesson, and now let's go to your workbook page 85. On your workbook page 85, exercise 3, we want to complete the following sentences with the correct phrasal verb from the verb with a word from the first box and an appropriate ending for the second box. Yeah, make sure the verbs are in the correct tense. Then we will choose a verb from the first box with the preposition from the second one, and form them in the right tense to suit the sentence. Let's check your answers and see the first one. You can't drive forward, so you must space of the parking space. Uh, If you can't drive forward, then you have to back out. Yeah, back out. The room was far too bright. She spaced some of the lights. Yeah, she turned off. She turned off some of the lights. My father spaced recently a small business. Yeah, my father took over recently a small business. That food is almost out of date. It will soon space. It will soon. Yeah, it will go off soon. The next one. Could you space this exercise for me? I want to check everything is correct. Yeah. Could you look over? Could you look over this exercise for me? And with the next exercise 4, we want to fill in the missing parts of the mini dialogue. Two people are talking about tornadoes. Use the words from the box to fill in these gaps. Let's see what are they talking about tornadoes. Take your time and come back with the video to check your answers. Yeah, let's see the answer for the first question. A says, I wouldn't want to live in the middle of America. Okay. Why space? He says, because it's called Tornado LA. They have so many tornadoes. It's scary. Yeah, then why? Why do you say that? Why do you say that? Because and so on. Number 2, that is scary. Why space? He says, it's something to do with the atmosphere and climate. Yeah, then he said, what do they have so many? Why do they have so many? Yeah, conditions are perfect for tornadoes. Then he says that the atmosphere and climate are conditions are perfect for tornadoes. Oh, I see. But I don't understand why people live there. Why do you think people live there? He says, I think it's because there are a lot of jobs there. Maybe, but I'm not sure. Also, it would be hard to just leave your home. If you are living in a certain place, it's very hard to change the place where you live. Space, still, I'm glad I don't live there. That's true. Still, I'm glad I don't live there. He says to him, me too. Okay, my dear pupils, now we finished the mini dialogue. Now let's go to the part of the grammar which we have studied in our previous lesson. It is, as I said, how to change the direct speech into reported speech or indirect speech. Yeah. Here are some examples. For example, if someone says, I like ice cream, what did he say before? He said that he liked ice cream. I'm living in Paris. He said that he was living in Paris. I bought a car. He said he bought a car or he had bought a car. I was walking along the street. He said he had been walking along the street and so on. And we have studied this before. Let's go to the exercise. Yeah. In this exercise, we want to change these words into reported speech or passive forms. The first one says, the farmer said, I saw the tornado pick up a car and throw it into the air. I shouted to my wife and we both ran into the garden. The car hit our house. If we had been in there, we would be dead. Yeah. Let's see how to change these words into reported speech. The farmer said, the farmer said he had seen the tornado pick up a car and throw it into the air. He had shouted. Yes, we said that we should put the verb into the past tense. He had shouted to his wife, and they had both run into the garden. The car had hit, yeah, their house. The car had hit their house. If they had been in there, they would be dead. Let's see this one. The policeman. What about the policeman? The policeman said, the tornado was 150 meters wide at the bottom and 700 meters at the top. As it came towards us, we all ran in different directions. Yeah, let's change these words into the passive voice. Okay. The policeman said, the tornado was one. Yeah. Instead of was, we would say the tornado had been 150 meters wide at the bottom and 700 meters wide at the top. He said that as it had come towards them, they had all run in different directions. The next sentence says, another resident said, I saw the building fall down. I saw parts of houses, clothes, and plants in the air. They were going round and round. I couldn't believe my eyes. Then, how to change these words or these sentences into reported speech? Let's see the answer. Another resident said that he or she, you may use he and you can use she. He had seen the building fall down. He had seen parts of houses, clothes, plants going round and round in the air. He said that he hadn't been able to believe his eyes. Okay, letter D. A taxi driver said, I have seen tornadoes before. I've driven through several bad ones, but I have never seen one like this before. Let's change it into passive voice. A taxi driver said that he had seen tornadoes before. He said that he had driven through several bad ones, but that he had never seen one like that before. Okay. Now with the pupils. Here are some reports of other weather conditions. For example, an elderly resident of the city said he had just managed to get his car and leave the city before the floods came. Can you find the main words or the actual words for the speaker? Yeah. An elderly resident said, I just managed to get to my car and leave the city before the floods came. Okay. Let's see exercise 6. And we want to find the actual words for the speakers. Okay. Yeah. Answer 1. Number 1 is answered. Let's see letter B. A boy on his way to school said that he said that the rain had become down so quickly that the water level had reached his knees. Yeah, in less than 5 minutes. Then what are the actual words for this boy? Yeah, he said, the rain came down so quickly that the water reached my knees in less than 5 minutes. The next one, the young couple said they had been sitting in their garden when the snow had started to fall. They had never seen snow in July before. Then, what are the actual words for the speaker? They said, we were sitting in our garden when the snow started to fall. We have never had. We have never seen snow in July before. Thank you all, my dear pupils, for following me. Until we meet in our next lesson, thank you for now, and thank you for paying attention with me. May God bless you all. Goodbye for now.